Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm gonna do another random generated battle, so let's see what team I end up with. Um, ooh, pretty strong Pokemon in this team. Haxorus and Darmanitan are both OU, I think, so it's gonna be another OU. So let me construct the team. This time, what I'm gonna do is instead of making gimmicky sets, I'm going to make the team work to the best of my advantage so I can hopefully win most of the battle this time. Hopefully take down everybody on the team, but 5 KOs is good enough for me. I don't really care about winning too much. It's just, nicer if I win. So I'll work on that and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Alright guys, I know I said I was going to make the team as most competitive as possible, but I kind of just threw some of these sets on here because they seem like they might be interesting. Okay, for Donphan is my Rapid Spinner, my Stealth Rocker, and Ice Shard for priority with Head Smash is a very powerful move, so that's helpful because he has Sturdy if I need to make a last minute kill, so that's also helpful. Haxorus is Life Orbed Dragging Dancing set, so he has high power moves, of course, so that's him. But of course then Darmanitan is also a physical attacker, and I did not give him a weapon item. Let me give him the choice band that I was originally going to give him. So he also does high amounts of power. Flare Blitz, Rock Slide, U-Turn, Earthquake. If I predict a switch, just U-Turn out. Now, Electrode, this is kind of the one that I made up, hoping it would be effective. So, depending on what kind of lead is out there, I'm probably going to lead with Electrode. I'm going to either Taunt or Magic Coat. If it's a Spiker, I'm going to Magic Coat. Stuff like that, Thunder Wave, if it decides to switch, or if I expect it to switch. I don't know if Aftermath has been released, but we'll find out when I try to play the game, because Aftermath seems much more helpful. Well, Static could be helpful too, but I'm not expecting Electro to survive very long, so that's why I picked Aftermath. And Volt Switch to get the hell out if I need to. And then Dugong. Dugong is a Sleep Talker with Hydration if the enemies end up having a rain team, because Thick Fat isn't that helpful in my opinion, because it's already resistant to fire. Well, it's neutral to fire, and same with ice is resisted. So there's no really point in having Thick Fat. So hopefully when it's Sleep Talking, it'll use Ice Beam or Surf. So that's my logic for that moveset. And then Masquerain is Life Orbed Special Attacker. I didn't put a choice item because I wanted to have some recovery because he's pretty frail. It has Intimidate, so it's of course going to switch into any physical attacker. So hopefully this team turns out well, because it seems to be interesting enough to me. It might work out, so we'll check it out right here. Pick Untitled 5, and let's test it out. It seems like it's going to work. Yep. Alright, so it is a rain team, so it's a good thing I put Hydration on Dugong, because then it'll wake right up after using Rest. Well, I guess that's not a good thing, actually, because it's a Sleep Talker, but if rain doesn't end up, I don't know how it's not going to get up, because it has Polytoad, but if it doesn't get up right away, that's when I'll worry about everything else. So he's of course going to lead with Mammal, so I'm predicting me to lead with Electrode, expecting Polytoad, but I don't really know what he's planning on doing, so just to play it safe, I'm going to switch out into Masquerain. Maybe get his attack down. He's going to use Earthquake, so that was a good call. I'm going to Hydro Pump just because it's super effective, but he gets a Stone Edge off. It still one-hit KOs me after Intimidate, so that's not good. This is not good. I'm going to switch. Well, I don't want to switch into Haxorus because it's clearly not choiced. I'm just going to go into Dugong, and I'm going to Surf. probably gonna, I don't know what it's gonna do, but he's probably gonna switch, not into Ferrothorn, that's not what I was expecting. But now's the perfect time for me to switch into Electrode. So I'm gonna try this guy out. He's gonna Stealth Rock. He's probably gonna expect a taunt. I'm just gonna go for the Thunder Wave in case he switches. What he doesn't, I don't know what he's gonna use, but I'm just gonna Magic Coat just in case. I'll use Gyro Ball. Shit. Damn it. So there's a couple flaws with this set. I'm just gonna Volt Switch out into Darmanitan. He's definitely not gonna set up because he doesn't want me to use Magic Coat on his spikes. But he uses Leech Seed, so that blows. I don't know why. That's a good call on his part. So I'm just gonna Flare Blitz. He's gonna switch into Politoed, and I am going to switch back into Dugong to get some of that hydration and get rid of the well, hydrations if he does do that. I don't even know if they carry status moves, which kind of sucks because I don't play OU, but we'll see. Probably gonna go for the water move just in case. Yeah, I resisted. I didn't really do much because, or it did more than I would expect because it has Thick Fat. It's gonna send in Ferrothorn. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Beam. And I'm gonna rest. So he's gonna Leech Seed again, and that's kind of gonna suck because now I have to switch again. So I'm gonna go into. Don't want to go into Darmanitan because he is weakened. I don't want to go into Donphan and expect because of Seed Bomb. So I'm gonna go to Haxorus. I don't think there's too much it can do to me. It's gonna double switch back into Politoed. I'm gonna Dragon Dance. I'm not really expecting an Ice Beam, which I should have, huh? Oh my god, I'm not doing very well. I'm gonna switch into Electro, just go straight for the Thunder Wave because it's probably gonna switch into Therian. Or no, it goes back into Ferrothorn. God damn it. I was expecting it to switch into Thunderous Therian because it knows my only move is electric, and I'm pretty sure they carry or have Volt Absorb, so oh well. I'm gonna go into Donphan. It's gonna Leech Seed again probably, yep, and now that it's Leech Seeded, I am going to set up my Stealth Rocks while he switches. He's gonna go back into his Politoed. It's kinda blows for me. Go back into Dugong. I didn't actually expect a rain team, so this kind of sucks in tandem with my hydration because now my Sleep Talk set is pretty much not very good. I didn't really think that through too well. I thought it was going to be pretty effective because reasons for other status and I wouldn't have to use rest, but unfortunately that didn't work out too well. It missed the Hydro Pump. It's going to switch. I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch because I'm predicting it this time. It resisted, so it's still not going to do very much. I'm going to go into Darmanitan because I could clearly outspeed it when it's paralyzed. It's definitely not going to stay in on a Flare Blitz, so playing it safe, I'm going to go for the Rock Slide because that's the only thing that I don't want it to go into Thunderous because then my Earthquake will fail. It can hit everything else really hard, but I don't want it to. That kind of blows because he actually used Protect. So now my Darmanitan is useless in every single way. I'm just gonna keep it in his Death Bot or hopefully get a Flinch or Paralyze, which I don't get. So that sucks. He expected me to switch. I do have Donphan to Rapid Spin that, but I'd rather just let him die. I don't know why. Now I'm pretty much screwed because my entire team is on the verge of death. The only thing this thing is really doing is Leech Seeding, so I'm going to Magic Coat. Hopefully that'll bounce it back. But of course it doesn't. So now he's going to freaking, what's it called? Gyro Ball. And I'm going to go into Donphan. And he's paralyzed again, so this is an entirely wasted endeavor that I'm proceeding to do. And I'm just going to go for the rapid spin to get rid of the rocks. He's going to leech seed now. And he's probably going to leech seed again because I'm going to switch. But, yeah, that's okay. He's going to switch. And now he's definitely not going to want to stay in. So I'm gonna volt switch anyway. He goes into Mamoswine, which sucks. I can't do much to this Mamoswine, so I'm just gonna switch into Donphan, and he's gonna Earthquake. That doesn't kill me, which I kind of expected it to. You can tell how inexperienced I am in OU. He's gonna Earthquake again. That's gonna kill me, and now I'm gonna send out Electro. That's gonna die to an Earthquake, but I was going to taunt it just so he can see all 4 moves that I had, because there's nothing I can do. Aftermath is going to not even affect because that sucked balls. So I'm going to make a quick change, and then I'm going to do another battle. This is a special attacker, so I don't want to use Aqua Jet even though priority is helpful, and I don't want to use Ice Shard. So all I really can do is look for another move to use. So Encore, that's interesting. I love Encore, so I'm gonna stick with that. It's not really that effective, Masquerade. So, you know, I'm just gonna do another battle for the hell of it. I feel like battling again. Hopefully I can, now that I kind of know what to expect out of my team, hopefully I can do better. But of course not, because they have 3 legendaries. I hate using legendaries on my team. I'm just going to throw that out. I don't care if they're Uber or not. I don't feel like they're meant to be in an OU metagame. He's going to send out Ferrothorn. I am going to Magic Coat. And hopefully he's going to set up Stealth Rocks, and he does. So now that he knows I have Magic Coat, I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave. Hopefully he'll switch, or he'll just not do anything. He'll get paralyzed. Now I'm going to taunt him. And he does. I did expect a Gyro Ball, but I didn't want to be too sure of it, so I'm going to Volt Switch. I've been playing Borderlands, that's probably why. And I'm going to go into Haxorus. Damn, that did a lot of damage. I did not expect that at all. I forgot that Ferrothorn has a lot of attack. I'm used to Forretress being completely pointless, and this is basically the Forretress of 5th generation. So I basically just killed my own Haxorus by switching that in, and now taunt is over. I'm gonna Flare Blitz because of course, why not? He probably has, yep, fire, flash fire. That blows. But now since his fire moves are upped, I want to switch into Masquerade, who I swear should be a water type. I mean, Surskit's bug water. Why isn't Masquerade? He's still making a move, but I want to get that Intimidate off. So that's why I'm still going to keep switching into Masquerade. Hopefully he'll do something weird and I'll survive somehow. But he is in close combat, and that's really good because now his stats are lowered. And I can get a free Bug Buzz or a Hydro Pump. I'm going to use Hydro Pump. Yeah, but I get taken out even with his lowered stats, so that blows. I'm just going to go into Donphan, and I'm going to Stealth Rock. Wow, Flare Blitz does a lot, but that's okay because I have Sturdy anyway. He's going to bring in probably Keldeo. Yep, there's Keldeo. And seeing that he has the new form of Keldeo, Resolution, I'm going to bring in Electrode because I really have no idea what this thing can do except that one special move that it has. It now sees I sent out Electrode. It's going to expect me to taunt, but I'm going to Thunder Wave, because Thunder Wave is the shit. It's one of my favorite moves ever. So, now, this guy's going to take forever to make his move. That's what he's going to do, while I wait to paralyze him or whatever switches in. So, he stays in. I get the paralyze off. He uses Secret Sword and gets a crit. I don't know if that mattered, but it probably did, because Electrode, or it probably didn't, because Electrode's not that powerful. Now I'm going to send out Dawn Fan. I'm going to head smash the shit out of this thing, and it resists it, but I can't use Ice Shard either. So, whatever works. I don't want to really use my Darmanitan yet, because reasons. And he's going to keep getting this Life Orb damage, I think. Yeah. So, now he's paralyzed. I have Dawn Fan, or not Dawn Fan, Dugong. I'm going to Ice Beam. Even though it's resisted, he still dies, because he had, like, absolutely no health left. And he's going to send out his Sparrowthorn. So, knowing he's probably going to try and set up now, I'm going to Ice Beam, which does nothing, but he Leech Seeds, so I'm going to Encore him into Leech Seed, hopefully forcing a switch, or a Protect or something. He's probably going to Protect now that I'm Leech Seeded, but we'll see what happens. He doesn't actually, so he goes for the Leech Seed. Now, I'm going to switch into Darmanitan, either taking a Leech Seed or getting the Paralyze. Hopefully, I get the Paralyze, because that would be so sensational. But he switches into Ninjask, and there's no way this fool's gonna switch out, or he's dead. So he sets up a substitute while I Rock Slide. I don't know if he expected me to Flare Blitz, but there's nothing he can really do with a Ninjask now. X Scissor gets a crit, but it's still resisted and still does less than half, so I take him out with a Rock Slide. So this is a much better outcome of the battle, even though I'm still doing absolutely horrible. I'm going to switch into Dugong, because this guy is not going to take anything from this Latios very well. And I resist a Surf, so that's very good. I don't think he's gonna want to stay in because of Ice Beam, but I'm going to Ice Beam anyway. And he switches into Ferrothorn again. I'm just going to keep Ice Beaming him. He's probably going to Leech Seed again. Hopefully I'll get some Paralyze hacks here. And he Stealth Rocks this time, actually, which is even better than Leech Seed, because I could just Encore him into that. But he might switch expecting it. Well, he doesn't. So this is actually doing really well. Only thing he can do is switch into Jirachi at this point. Hopefully I can get the Freeze or something good to happen to me. But I don't get the Freeze, so that kind of blows. He is probably going to Thunder Wave me, but I'd rather him Thunder Wave a Dugong than a Darmanitan, and he actually doesn't. He just goes straight for the Zen Headbutt. So this is obviously a physical attacker. It doesn't look like he's using flinching moves, because... Oh, I didn't know Zen Headbutt was a flinch. Maybe... I don't know. I guess it does. Hopefully this won't kill me. It does, of course. So now I'm going to switch into Darmanitan. The only way I can take out two of his Pokemon are by Flare Blitzing, but then I'm screwed by Latios. But he still kills me with a Zen Headbutt. So overall, I think that was a pretty effective battle. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I should really spend more time building these teams, because I said I was going to take time to make this team, but I didn't. And it didn't turn out very well. I mean, I could have made this team work, except Masquerain. I really don't like Masquerain. When I was using it, I was surprised it survived against Arcanine even one hit. Even though it was resisted, but still. I didn't expect him to survive. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed it. Later.